Live-ish, maybe? Maybe we're live, maybe we're not. I don't really know. Subscribe to earn drops. We ain't got no drops in this channel. I don't know what that's about.
It's live now.
Yeah, now we're good. Alright, that was weird. That had a really long delay to it, so who knows what's going on. But, yeah, man. So we are here. I got none other than Mr. Will with me. Big old sledge and his puppy, it looks like. I thought
Yeah, she decided to join us.
I thought your sweater was
What's up,
moving at
everybody?
first. Well, yeah, we're just here hanging out. We ain't got nothing, no real agenda tonight. Mike is in Kansas City at a wedding, hanging out with his buddy, enjoying life. And Will and I are here, and we have no real agenda. Like I said, this was more or less meant to talk about sire ratings. Incoming sires, current sires, whatever you guys are interested in talking about. Attendance is live, so we'll do cards. We'll do the cards for everybody who joins the whatever it was, the three C's and two B's, or I don't know. I don't remember how it works, but something like that. But yeah, we're just here. Looking forward to the game updates from Will. Well, we'll see. We got some stuff that Mike was actually. Well, here's the game updates right now. I'll give it to you in one sentence. Mike was able to enter a horse through Raffy the other day using the new site, so that worked. That's like huge. Still a lot of testing to do to get through it. We also worked out a lot of the bugs and stuff that was kind of wrong with the original Raffy. Raffy 2.0 is, as I've dubbed it, is looking a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. You guys won't really see the difference of it right off the bat, not until we really start getting into like doing some feature updates. But for the moment, it's actually working a lot better than it used to. So yeah, sneak Twitch attack. Yeah, yeah. I was a few people had sent me messages about going live tonight, and Will offered to join me, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. We'll go live and we'll have a conversation about sire ratings. Some people might enjoy it, some people may not. But ask your questions with respect to sires. We can talk about new sires coming in. We can do just about anything you guys want. I mean, you can ask questions about the game, whatever y'all want to do. Will, you got any questions? As I put you on the spot.
I just want some inside advice on some early. I mean, there was that one thread with a couple of those horses that were getting talked about. That were
Which thread was
there was
that?
that there was a screenshot where somebody posted the rise in fees for 2026
The rise in
that we
fees.
were.
Oh,
Yeah, this.
you're talking about in Discord.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me go find it real
So
quick.
that was like Vacoma and
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
Omaha
yeah. I
Beach.
think that was that Spin or S Rimmel? Somebody did it.
Because it was funny, I had seen that same article, and then I went to Discord like 2 minutes later, and somebody was posting. I'm like, oh, it's
Or
making its
maybe
rounds.
maybe it was Beer Keg. I don't remember. But it whoever posted it, thank you, number one. So I guess we'll just kind of jump into that. But the one that took me by surprise was Vacoma. I didn't think Vacoma was going to jump up that high. That
He's
that I
been
know he's been good,
in
but I didn't know that the business had viewed him like that.
like at the Saratoga meet, he was talked about a lot and having success.
Yeah.
And not this time was the other one, but I don't think not this time is a new one, but
No, but
the two of them were the
he'll probably get a little bump up. He's already up there, but he'll probably get a nice little
yeah,
rise. But
not
Vacoma
this
just went.
not the
Go ahead,
yeah.
sorry.
I was gonna say not this time we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vacoma's probably going to get a large bump because, um, so he started relatively low, more like a local sire, more so like a local sire than anything else, maybe a little bit higher, and then we gave him a nice bump last year to like, I would say, I don't know how to. I mean, I don't know how to phrase it, but more like we gave him a nice bump is probably the best way to put it. But it was clearly not enough based on how everybody in real life is viewing him. So he'll probably get a nice sizable bump. So if you guys haven't bought your cheap Vacomas, go ahead and do it now.
I picked one up for like 500 credits like 2 days ago.
Did
Like,
you really?
oh, yeah. I was like, how'd that one slip through? And it was after that post was made.
Yeah. So it's and again,
That's
just wait to breed it. So wait until we do the rating shift, and then you'll get the better of the two ratings. So you can even whenever that goes in. I don't know when that's going to go in. Also, ignore the race stuff, guys. We're not racing tonight. I just forgot to turn it off. You got them for 300 not long ago.
Yeah. It's not going to happen anymore now, though. People read Discord.
230 on the BPs for Taffy. I have a couple cheap Vacoma shares bought last year. We're gonna get the usual late December breeding bump. Oh yeah, as soon as we get the new sire stuff processed, it's not a matter of. So it really just depends on when we can get the new sire stuff out. If I'm being completely honest, a lot of the time that doesn't go live until, like, if I'm lucky, in the middle of December. That would be a good thing. That would be me like firing on all cylinders. But if I had to guess, it's probably going to be more towards like end of December, beginning of January when it'll go in. But either way, when you breed it, once the update goes in, you'll get the better of the two ratings. So BK posted in Discord. Yeah, I thought it might have been him. I was trying to give credit to the ladies, but BK was the one. Thanks, Rabbi. I appreciate it. But yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I say, do the mares that are available for release, those update every Tuesday, right? At this point,
it's not necessarily every Tuesday. Actually, I guess it is. It's every 7 days. So it should close on Monday or Tuesday, and then I forget. Right, it might even close before then, but it closes, and then I have to run. Me or Mike has to run something manually to get it to process, and we usually have to do that on Tuesday. I think I did it on Tuesday. I don't know. We did it on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it was. I can't keep track of this shit, to be honest with you. Crystal says she's excited to use Sierra Leone next year. Be nice to him. Listen. I can only be as nice as the stud fees and the breeding suggests. So I know he's bred well. He's not a gun runner. I don't really know the back end of the breeding, although we could take a look at that if we needed to. Actually, fuck it, we'll do that.
That's what I was just pulling up right. I was just pulling that up now.
You gonna say goodnight?
I'm not going.
You are going to sleep, sleepy boy.
No, I need to brush my teeth.
Go brush them then. You tell everybody you lost a tooth?
I lost a tooth.
Yep, you can stick your tongue through it. Good. Go brush your teeth.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Go.
Get lost.
Mr.
But yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone. Yeah, I mean the mom was somewhat productive. And out of Malibu Moon, the mom was out of Malibu Moon, so there's some stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't really know what. I guess I'm retarded and didn't spell this right. How do you spell Sierra?
Sierra.
There we go. I am illiterate. Thank you, Will. It's a good thing I had you here.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, not a bad breeding. I mean, there's shit. That's a very. It's a nice. There's not much inbreeding there.
No.
So you got to go what 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to go to 4 before you see anything. So. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, lots of classy lines in that pedigree. Little GC, some Candy Ride, some Malibu Moon, AP Indy, Deputy Minister, all right. Who else? Vice Regent, Mr. P, Seattle Slew, Stormcat. Yeah, I mean, this one checks all the boxes, breeding-wise. So, probably come in a little bit higher than some of the other stuff. And again, some of it, a good indicator is going to be stud fee. So
That's what I'm trying to find right now.
he doesn't have it yet. I looked earlier.
They-
Well, it was as of this morning, it wasn't there. So, but yeah, let's see. I posted the sire changes in Wiki for the first half of that list. I think the night it came out, I was up at 2 a.m. feeding the baby. Nice, Taffy. It's much appreciated. What about Yapon? He's actually probably getting an upgrade too, although I should have probably had this code up already. But I was working on the schedule earlier. And I'm almost done with it. I just have to check the listed races to make sure I didn't fuck anything up there. Well, I'm sure. By the way, I fucked something up on this schedule. So, and you guys will let me know about it. But one way or the other, yeah, something's probably wrong because of what happened last year with leap year. All right, so we are looking at Yapon. Oh, of course you disconnected me, you fucker. Alright, let's see. I probably should have left that in. Let's do that again. No. Okay. Yapon actually, from what I heard, got a lot of good remarks. A lot of people were talking him up. He's actually not rated terrible in the game. He's rated better than Vekoma is. So that lets you know where we thought about that. But yeah, we let me see here. I gotta find.
I mean, it looks like he came in at 30,000. Now he's up to 60.
Yeah, he'll get a nice bump. He'll get a little bit of a bump. It won't be a huge one because he came in pretty good. So it just, yeah, you gotta kind of be measured with some of these things. So 30 to 60 is a good jump, but I'm pretty sure Vekoma was like 15 to 30 to now 100 or something like that. So he's made quite the rounds. So. Second Damn Darling, My Darling was also a goodie. Out of the grade 1 winning merit, Malibu Moon merit, yeah. Is Charlatan getting a bump? I think he got one last year, if I'm not mistaken. And I think people slept on him because he's a Japanese sire. Is it Charlatan who's the Japanese sire? No, he's in Kentucky. Who's the fucking Oh, I'm thinking of Nadal. I always get those two mixed up. Charlatan... I don't know if he's getting a bump or not, to be honest. I have not done a lot of research on him specifically. You saying he bred 53 more mares this year than last year, so the popularity's... Yeah, I mean, it depends on what happens with the stud fee too, and also what the progeny does. So it's tough. It's tough for me to say. I haven't heard anything about his progeny, and I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't really know. Have you heard anything about Charlotte?
Nope.
No,
nothing. Not a thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you have information, feel free to drop it in there, and we can talk about it. I'm here for it. So, is not this time getting a bump? Maybe. He might get a small one. He's already pretty high up, so. I mean, I know he had a really good Saratoga, 2-year-old wise, and he he's had really good years the last couple of years too, so that also helps the case, but gotta play it by ear and see what the experts say. Usually what happens is I listen to you guys and then I bring your opinions to the experts and give my own insight and research. And we have a couple of people who are in the industry who weigh in. So, like last year, for example, they both basically said Constitution should be more 50-50 in terms of like surface. Same thing with Not This Time. Twirling Candy was another one that they had recommended. So not that they have the final say, but they have huge opinions that obviously help shape the game. So, let's see. Steve's given, or is it Steve? Yeah, I think that's Steve. SoCal, you're Steve, right? Is given 100% rebates. I don't know what that's for, but all right, I'll take one. So the ones that dropped in fee, are they getting reduced in potential? It depends. It doesn't always work. It's not always like straightforward to where we're just going to drop them. There's got to be like some. We would have seriously had to have missed on it in order for us to drop it. That's probably the best way I can put it. So, what about home affairs? That's a good question. I was looking at Aussie Sires earlier today. I'll move this over.
Did you see Chancellor McPatrick is going to be
I saw he's
available next year too?
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see a fee on him though. Did they announce a fee?
No.
No.
No, I'm on the Spendthrift site now. It still says TBA.
Yeah, the five that I know are Chancellor McPatrick, Jonathan's Way, who's a Vacoma, Mystic Dan, Patch Adams, and Raging Torrent. Those are the five that I'm already aware of. Home Affairs got a bump, didn't he? Didn't he get a bump in sire fee?
I'm not sure.
I thought he did really well at sales too. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do some quick research here. Sorry, I got all my shit up, or not all of it. I got some of it up. Where's Home Affairs? Am I in the right country? Nope. I am in America. That's why I can't find him. Home Affairs. There you are. I have him listed at 82.5 right now for stud fee. And I think he went up to 99 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe he went down to 82.5. Someone's gonna have to keep me honest here. Liam sent me a list earlier that was super helpful. This might be, nope, that's not gonna work. Let's pull up this, see if I can find it here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so I saw, so he's up to 82.5 right now. Yeah, he's up to 82.5. I saw something someplace else where he went up, where he might be going up to 99,000. I don't know if he is. But yeah, he's another one who came in on the high side as a freshman. Because again, we do listen to you guys. So we expect, so yeah, he came in higher than Yapon. So, and they're what? Stud fee was a little bit higher than Yapon. I mean, in terms of USD, but yeah, he's up there. He might get a little boost, but again, we don't really like moving the young sires until we see something on the track. I know sales help, but really, what it kind of boils down to is the runners. Once they start hitting the track and they start bumping up, or once they start hitting the track and having some success, that's usually when we start firing. So
what about how's Tiz the Law ranked? So I saw he's not getting a bump, but he's having a really good 2-year-old crop.
Tiz the Law. I think Tiz the Law. He's by Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tiz the Law. Yeah, I mean, you guys are like pretty much hanging out in the same area ratings wise with all these sires. But he's, again, another one came in relatively good. Kind of need to see like what he's going to do on the track before he makes that next big jump or that next big move. So yeah, it all kind of just, for lack of a better way of saying it, it depends. A lot of these are still very, very young in the process, of like, assessing the talent and whatnot. So I can envision a scenario where we bump, but I can also see a scenario where they stay the same, depending on, what we get in the ratings and also what we get in from some of the industry experts. So
yeah.
Somebody asked about Bo Liam. Only reason I ask, is because he got a nice boost for a cheap sire, flying in the face of others at the level, dropping or remaining stable. I don't know. Not familiar with Bo Liam. It's probably easy enough for me to look up, but let's see. Bo Liam. So yeah, I have to do some research, CB Bear. I don't know. I can tell you, compared to some of the sires we were talking about right now, he's not there, if that helps. He's not on that level. But we can also look him up now. Have they announced? Have they announced? I know we're kind of early on this stream, by the way, because I know a lot of the sire stud fees haven't been announced yet. But I'm not familiar with Bo Liam and what he's done on the track. I'd have to look at it. I mean, if you have information, I'll take your word for it. I don't think anybody's pulling my leg for the sake of pulling my leg.
Right.
But yeah, it's I don't have a lot of information on him, to be honest. I'm trying to pull.
Will you guys?
Go ahead.
Will you guys move American Pharaoh for his 1 year?
Yeah.
Since they say he's coming back, do you guys do? Do we do?
We'll split
those
them.
time updates.
We'll just split them. We'll make it so that the players can breed him in either Japan or Kentucky. He's staying in Kentucky.
Is there any?
Is he staying in Kentucky?
Is that all about? I think he's staying wherever he's coming back to wherever he is now.
Gotcha.
How's that work? How's that affect the game? How's that affect the? Does it affect the breeding at all? Or is it just more about the local?
Just location. That's it.
Yeah.
Has zero effect on anything. So. Stud record for Bo Liam. Yeah, he's not doing bad. We'll see. Is he a New York bred? Or is he a New York stallion, I should say? I don't know if he's New York bred, but... No, it says he's at Kentucky. Yeah, we'll have to see. He might get a little... Might catch a little bumpski. I can tell you his sire's rated pretty good.
He's probably underused too, right? Is that like Liam's map or something like that? Liam's.
Yeah, he's
something?
by Liam's map.
Yeah, he's probably underutilized in the game, I bet.
Ooh, Liam's map. Oh yeah, one of the like hugely underused like value sires, who's probably rated better than everything that we've talked about already today, with the exception of not this time.
Right.
So yeah, Omaha Beach is probably set for an upgrade. Again, he's kind of fallen into the same realm as a lot of these other ones, a lot of these other young sires. But Omaha Beach feels like he's been around forever. I don't know why. Because he probably has. Did he go into breeding in 2021? Is that when he hit the shed? Omaha Beach?
I'm not sure.
Oh, wait. Anyways, he's due for an upgrade. He is definitely due for an upgrade. Let me look at this one. Omaha. He's not even on this list. Why the fuck is he not here? Well, that's a miss. All right. Well, I guess we're going to go someplace else then. But yeah, I like Omaha Beach, and I think he's been kind of versatile. I think he's had some success on the dirt. He's had some success on the turf, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say he's been more turfy, though. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that, though. I have not been up to par with my research.
I know he has not been fair. I know he has not been fair to me in the game, but I know in real life he's.
Well, that could be said about a lot. Where is he? Oh yeah, he's getting a huge upgrade. 75K stud fee was announced. He's getting a massive upgrade compared to where he was. Well, let me put it back. Let me roll that back a little bit. He's not bad. He's not bad, but he's gonna move up. First season hire, rated really highly in Australia. I think you have him bang on. Okay, thanks, Liam. I appreciate it. I'm assuming that was with Home Affairs. Tizelaw bred most mares in all of 2025. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, again, part of it. I mean, I know. So, like, to put it in perspective, too, right? Like, there's like a horse like Golden Pal is a freshman or was a freshman that got a shit ton of interest early on because of how quick he is. So, I mean, he was rated decently, but he's like another one. He falls into the same kind of bucket as Tizzle Law, where got a lot of mares. Let's see what he does with them. So yeah, I mean, maybe he'll get a bump. Um, American Pharaoh's headed to Japan. Yep, we just talked about that. That should be fun. That's a good quality sire in Japan. So, if you like to run dirt races in different parts of the world, not saying that he's solely dirt. It's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you can probably get a good dirt runner out of an American Pharaoh bred in Japan. So it might work if you want to get clever. Who's probably getting downgraded? Quality Road and MDO. Neither one of those guys will get downgraded. MDO doesn't take the mares that he used to, and I think Quality Road there's being super selective as well. I know his production hasn't been there, but usually when we peg a horse at a certain level, they tend to perform at that level when they're like full-time sires going after it. So that's kind of like how we work it out. So I wouldn't expect a downgrade on MDO or Quality Road. As far as downgrades are concerned, who would we expect to downgrade on? Help me out here, Will. Who's done shitty?
Justify's not been good. I don't know if he's already gotten one dropper or not. But
No, you're about to start a fucking riot here in Twitch with that comment.
it's been, I mean, at least with this crop this year, from what I
Yeah,
can see,
I know he's
he
fallen
hasn't
off a
been
little
good.
bit. He's fallen off a little bit, and we might have actually jumped the gun on how high we put him. Um, but even so, he's had a lot of early success, so he wouldn't be one that we would downgrade. A lot of the super elites don't really get messed with unless we completely missed. And usually we
What
don't.
about,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. Go ahead, finish your statement.
I was gonna say usually we don't completely miss because we set them at a level that's lower than the elites, and then we progressively move them up. So like
Yep.
unless one of them unless he just falls off the face of the fucking earth and just doesn't do anything from this point forward, that would really be the only reason why we would downgrade him. But I
Yep.
don't see us doing it. Go ahead. Sorry, what were you gonna
What
say?
about, I was gonna say, what about Nick's Go? Because his fees have dropped, but I thought he's been doing better this year. So I don't know. But the fee doesn't reflect that.
Nick's Go is an interesting one. What do we have
Did
here?
he already get a downgrade or not?
I'm looking for.
Because I feel like he's having a good year, but maybe I'm.
So I'll say this: I think we actually pegged Nixco pretty well, so much so that he could probably use a small upgrade. Yeah, I don't think he's going
I mean, I
anywhere.
would.
I don't think
Because
he's
yeah, I
going
mean,
going down. Because we weren't. So I'll put it this way: we weren't super high on Nixco coming in. Like, yeah, he has like the interesting pedigree and the interesting story behind him. So if you guys don't know about Nixco, check out his story and like the whole like science behind the name and all that. It's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, we didn't have him super high. We didn't have him super low, but he was probably like he'll probably stand to move up. So like yeah, not much, but he will probably stand to move up a little bit. Oh, I gotta find it. I gotta think of a horse who's getting downgraded. I gotta answer that question. Let me look here. Who would potentially get downgraded? Just looking at. Oh, you know what? I had an Australian sire who's probably getting downgraded. Oh, who was it? It might. All right, so Russian Revolution might get downgraded because I think we got a lot of information on him last year, and all signs were pointing up, and I think he missed the mark. So I think, where is he? Yeah, Russian Revolution might get a small downgrade if you use turf sprinty sires. So he's an
that
Australian.
pause in the that pause in the text in the Discord is or in the Twitch is everybody going to breed their horses real quick before it
Yeah, everyone's running out to breed their Russian revolutions. Let's see. Interested in the reality of using preferred sires. I see Frankel throwing some sick dirt runners, and often see turf sires throwing some decent dirt runners. How does it work in the back end in terms of doing this? I have been tempted to send some highly ranked dirt mares to top turf sires, and see what happens. I would tell you this: I would 100% do it. Right? One of the things that we don't really see very often, and you really only see it at the highest level in racing, like Breeders' Cup, for example, is when they'll test a turf horse on the dirt in like the Breeders' Cup or vice versa. I mean, you don't really see it very often, vice versa, but you know that would it. And sometimes it works. I mean, I think wasn't who was it? Oh my God, I'm fucking brain farting right now. Who's run well in the Breeders' Cup that was primarily a dirt horse or turf horse? Excuse me.
That's run well in the dirt.
Yeah, that's run well in the dirt.
Yeah.
There's like a name that's like on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of who it is. It wasn't Giants. Was it Giants Causeway?
He ran in the Breeders' Cup Classic, yeah, I believe, yeah.
But he was, yeah. So it was him, and there's I
And he was a
don't think it was him who I'm thinking of though. I think there's another horse. There was somebody else more recent. Anyways, it'll come to me later. But yeah, no, that strategy 100% works. So for example, I think I have in my stable right now an Into Mischief by Galileo that I got from Lenny. The mare was from Lenny, or something like that. Anyways, I did. It was an Into Mischief by something super turfy, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I can get a dirt horse out of this that'll run 10 furlongs. Right, that was the goal. It has been the opposite, where the horse is now like kicking ass, going 10 to 12 furlongs on the turf. So yeah, I mean, it 100% works in terms of like the math behind it. It's not like there are no penalties for breeding a dirt horse to a turf background and vice versa. Like it doesn't work that way. Um, like I said before, we don't really see it very often in real life, and when you do, it's like usually bottom of the barrel type stuff. But it works. It works in the game. I would never shy away
yeah,
from breeding good with good. That's just me though.
yeah.
The one
They
thing I
tried
will.
put
Sorry, go ahead, Will. What were you gonna say?
you're good. I was gonna say City of Troy last year went on the dirt and stunk in the Breeders' Cup.
Oh yeah, exactly. But the one thing I will say with regards to breeding like a dirt sire with a turf background and vice versa is it can confuse the shit out of you when you have them on the track because you think they're going to run one way and they end up running something different. So you're more apt, like the behavior says, you're more apt to switch surfaces with the sire more often, or with the horse more often. Excuse me. So that's really kind of the only downside to doing that is it kind of plays mind games with you. Says Juliet, sorry guys, I know I'm behind on the chat here, but it says, I know you mentioned he's already highly rated, but not this time, probably deserves another bump. His current 2-year-old crop is on fire. It's his first at a higher fee and with better group mares. To be honest with you, we accounted for that last year, I think. Let me see where not this time is. I'm not saying you're wrong. We might need to give him another upgrade. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see who he's in company with. It's kind of hard to make a case for him considering where we just moved him up from. Yeah, definitely, probably. If he does get one, all right, I'll put it this way. If he does get one, yeah, he'll get one. Now that I'm looking at it. It'll be small, but he'll get one. Or he should get one, unless when I'm doing this, I see something different. But just looking at what I know offhand and where he lines up with the rest, he'll probably end up getting one. Not to where you think he's gonna go, but yeah, it'll go up. It will go up. Spin the wheel for 2 sires you have looked at so far. I haven't been keeping track of it. Omaha Beach is primarily dirt. All right, see that? I thought he was more turf. Liam, this is based on there being less dirt sires and some highly ranked turf sires being cheaper. Oh yeah, 100%. Like you can legitimately put. I mean, and it's no secret that there's more value buys on the turf or turf sires than there are dirt because dirt is in high supply and low demand or low supply and high demand. I said that backwards. And then the turf, there's just more sires to choose from. Now every sire has their own qualities and what have you, and that can muddy the waters a little bit, but nonetheless, yeah, I mean it'll work. Like crossing the sires with different surfaces in the breeding, it'll 100% work. Is this a non-drinking Twitch? Yeah, this is a non-drinking Twitch. What did we think of volatile? I don't know. What did we think of volatile? What did we think of volatile? I know he's by violence, right? You have any insight on volatile?
I don't know much about him, no. I mean, I've heard of him, but I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, I don't have much information. Again, I'm relying on you guys. I can tell you he's probably around the same level as Knicks Go. If that helps or doesn't help, I don't know. Volatile. What am I looking for? I am looking for this and that and this and yeah, I don't know. Have they announced this stud fee? I don't see if they have. If they have, I don't see it. But yeah, I don't imagine him moving up very much, if at all. So I know that'll piss some people off, but let's see. Where is volatile? Yeah. I mean, 2026 stud fee still hasn't been announced yet, but looking at the stud record, he's doing pretty good. Well, maybe he does deserve an upgrade. It might be another year. Could be another year on him. I know we're I'll put it this way: we are far more critical of U.S. sires than we are of stuff around the world, other stuff around the world. This is a serious Twitch chips. I wouldn't call it serious, but yeah, I don't have a ton of information on volatile. I mean, if you had El Bailey, if you were going to compare him to somebody, another sire in the game, who would you compare him to right now? Just out of curiosity. I got to talk about all the sand runners. Hey, we'll talk about the turfies too if you want. Just get back to work. We all heard about it last night. Justify has been having a great reception in sales. Somebody, weren't you just saying that Justify fell off with the with the race
crop
record?
this year? These 2-year-olds this year were not doing well.
Yeah, volatile should go up. I feel like you guys are just telling me everybody should go up. McKinsey.
Everybody's looking at their share bids that they have.
Yeah, everyone's looking at their bids, right, or their all their shares, and they're like, this guy's got to go up, this guy's got to go up, this guy's got to go up. McKinsey. So we gave McKinsey a significant bump last year because of how good he was doing with 2-year-olds. So we expected it to flow through. He's kind of held up. So I don't
think he's held up.
I don't see us dropping it. At least not in the future. At least not in the near future, unless he falls way off. You think Knicks Go is beating a lot of people's expectations? He's had a few decent looking 2-year-olds. Yeah, I think that was kind of what we expected. Is you'd get some decent stuff out of him, but nothing like game changing, if that makes sense. So, is 1,000 words going up? Probably not, because I think
he's always super cheap in the game, and I've had a couple of good, for what I consider good horses on him. Like I don't understand how he's so low, but
I'm fairly certain that we gave him a bump last year, and I'm probably right on that, based on what I'm looking at. I think I'm right.
yeah, like right now he's 312 for credits, 165 BP.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he got a bump last year.
Yeah, I mean he's having a good rank year this year at least. He's got in the game.
Yeah, need to see another good 2-year-old crop out of him.
Yeah,
But yeah, he got up last year. American Pharaoh should get downgraded. Really? Why should American Pharaoh get downgraded? He hasn't been a bad horse or a bad sire. I mean, he didn't live up
Or is
to Triple Crown
it's the
expectations.
tariff. It's a tariff change. He got going from America to Japan.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he's in pretty good company. He went down. Who's he with? I don't want to give too much away, but let me see who he's around. Let's see if it makes sense. Yeah, no, I'd keep him where he's at. Yeah, he kind of fits where he's at right now. I mean, again, he's not like he hasn't been an all-star, but he hasn't been terrible either. Right?
No, I agree.
Jackie's Warrior getting a drop? That's a good question. You guys are really fucking digging deep for these sires this evening.
Yeah, let's bring it back to the top. What about Into Mischief? Is there any changes with that? He's having, he's got Ted Noffey that one the other day. That's Breeders' Cup favorite.
To be honest with you, I don't think Mike will let me race Into Mischief anymore. I don't have Jackie's Warrior. Did his stud fee go down? Is that why we're asking? I'll get back to Into Mischief in a second. Hold on 1 minute. I gotta answer. I gotta answer the questions of the people. I guess he is dropping a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'd say I like Jackie's Warrior. I wish it performed better as a sire, but
for where he started, stud fee wise, and what we expected out of him, we actually started him lower than where we would start most at his level at his stud fee because we didn't think too much of him.
Yep, because he's coming down to earth financially at least.
Yeah, he looks like he's lost about 10 grand, at least from the last update that I have. I don't remember exactly where he started.
He started at 50. I have it up right here. He started at 50. He's down to 25.
Okay, yeah, then we definitely had him pegged right because if he started at 50 and where we have him now, yeah, he's not. He probably won't go down, but he's nowhere close to ever being considered for going up right now. So back to Into Mischief. He's basically up there with the cream of the crop already. So it's like super hard to convince. Well, it's super hard to convince Mike that he should go any higher than he already is, right? So not that Mike would ever like say no, but it's kind of like you still have to have some kind of game balance, and putting him higher than what are arguably already two of the highest sires ever rated in the game. That should probably be easy to figure out. Yeah, it's tough. It would be a very, very tough sell to get him any higher. If we went higher with him, we'd have to go higher with the other two.
Yeah. Well, we can wink this and then make sure this recording isn't saved anywhere where he can go back and watch it.
Technically speaking, I could always change the rating anytime I want, and Mike would never know the fucking difference. So, but yeah, he trusts me, so I don't want to fuck with that. Let's see. By the way, Omaha Beach is primarily. I already read that. Still salty about losing to someone who knows nothing about greyhound racing. That's a different conversation. Johannesburg and Arazi for a couple. Is this in regards to turf sires that did shit on Breeders' Cup Day or what have you? Cigar was technically turf and went dirt. You're absolutely right on that. So I think Giants Causeway was probably the one I was thinking of. City of Troy was the other one. Galileo ran in the BC Classic horribly. Did he? I didn't know that. Shit. The wheel is getting rusty. I'm trying to keep up with the questions. It's hard to keep up with the questions. Besides, you're getting cards out of this, and you're not racing, so there's that. We'll let Will pick us something to give away here. Where did I put the wheel at?
Taffy suggested earlier. I like the Vacoma giveaway.
Vacoma? All right, we can do Vacoma.
Yeah. Credit to Taffy, though. I was thinking it, but she said it. So.
I'll tell you what. Fuck the wheel.
Give her credit.
We're just going to stay in Twitch tonight. Actually, no. We'll do the wheel because it's going to fuck me up. I'll lose all your questions. We'll do the wheel. The wheel is going to be easy. All right. This is for Vacoma. Removing the duplicates, randomizing. Spin the damn wheel for Vacoma. Malata! Congratulations, good sir. You are the proud new owner of a Vacoma share. Wait till next year to breed it.
Okay. Don't run out and do it now.
Or yeah, wait until we at least update the shares, or the sires rather, not the shares. Who was that? That was Balada. Nice. Congratulations, sir. All right. Well, that's one prize. We'll do one more. We got one more. What else are we giving away, Will?
Oh, who have we been talking about?
Let's do an Omaha Beach.
All right, that works. I say, trying to figure out who we talked about that.
You think about the next one, since I put you on the spot. Omaha Beach, Michael B. Congratulations on your Omaha Beach. Nice. Let's see. Japanese are doing that, breeding their big sires to dirt mares. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. That's, especially with Kizuna and, oh my god, who the fuck is the other one? I know they do with Dreyfong too. Kind of the opposite though. You'll keep me honest, Klaus. Who else are they doing it with? I know Kizuna's one, and I'm fucking brain farting hard tonight on Japanese sires. Is they doing it with Suave Richard? I feel like there's one more who I'm just... Oh, Kiddison Black is the other one. Interested to know where the below sire sits in terms of rating. They are all up there with the exception of Flightline. Go Zapper, Good Magic, Zoostar, Street Sense, all up there. Go Zapper's been really good for a long time. He's kind of coming to the end, though, so I'd expect him to him and MDL are pretty much on their way out. Good Magic is pretty much riding Justify's coattails, although from what I understand on the track, Good Magic has been a little bit better this year. He's kind of jumped Justify this year. I don't know if, again, I know Justify's still getting a lot of looks inside of the old, sales. But Zoostar got a nice upgrade last year. I think he moved into the elite status last year. Well, I got it up. Hold on. Zoostar, where are you? Maybe I missed Zoostar. No, he's there. Yeah, he's Zoostar and Street Sense are on the cusp. Flightline is a peg or two below them. So you should do a giveaway of Vacoma. Oh, we just did that. All right. I'm way behind on the chat. Are most 10 cent rated the same? Well, they can vary. I haven't really looked at the 10 cent sires, but it can 100% vary depending on usage. So if if one person is high on a sire and not a lot of people are high on that same sire, on a different sire, it's very possible that one is rated higher than the other. So in other words, price has nothing to do with the sire rating. The price in the game has nothing to do with the sire rating. The only thing that impacts the price in the game is how much success the sire has. So graded wins, stakes wins, USD earn, stuff like that. Like that, all of that impacts the sire floors in the game. Doesn't impact the highs, it just impacts the floors. What impacts the highs is the demand. 11 a.m. here. Nice. I'm glad I caught you guys in the middle of the day. AP is ranked 16 on the leading sire list. He's not AP Indy, but he's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, he's not terrible. Into Mischief didn't change? Nope. Didn't change. Don't think he's going to change either. He's one of those who... I think it's pretty safe to say Into Mischief, Curlin, Tappet, Frankel, Dubawi, See the Stars are never going down. I mean, there's a world where See the Stars can go up. Who else? Quality Road's probably not going to change. Wooten Bassett's probably not going to change. Warfront, probably not going to change. MDO not going to change. Candy Ride's probably not going to change. Yeah, like the super like popular sires, the ones who everybody's like in love with and that gets the most usage, those guys probably won't change. Again, unless something catastrophic would happen to like completely deter what they've already accomplished. So, random question: would you consider allowing sires in the sim for an additional year once they have passed? We see some sires pass prematurely, and in real life there are mares in foal. Any reason why we shut off their 2-year-old stock the following year? Not a big issue, but was thinking about it recently, given Wooten Bassett has passed. And to be honest, probably not. The sire stuff is tough to keep up with. So it's really tough to keep up with. So a lot of the time, if we don't catch it, like while it's in that first year, we miss it. I actually caught one I missed the other. I caught one that I missed last year. So, yeah, it's tough. We try to just peg it and knock it out as soon as possible. You got anything else for me, Will?
No.
No? All right, we'll just keep it rolling then. Why Curlin hasn't performed for you? I'm willing to bet it's more you than Curlin. I still love you, Ivan. It's Jackie's 4th year at stud. Most fees are dropped at year 4 because it's the bubble year. First runners hitting the track, so the risks rate him. Maybe, but he's like Authentic. Authentic took a pretty big dive too, and we expected big things from Authentic. And from what we were told from insiders, I guess, people were starting to sour on him a little bit. So, let's see. Will looks like he consumed buying shares. Every time Frank mentions bump, Will is just adjusting his bid. Yeah, Will. I could actually see who's bought shares in the last hour. So, let's see. Makoma getting bumped as well. I don't have the credits in my account to capitalize on this conversation. First time winner for Bellata. Congratulations. Michael Bolton. Huge downgrade. Huge downgrade. Ever since he cut the hair. He did cut the hair, right? Or did I imagine that?
No, he didn't.
Lots of top sires are old. Yeah, we're moving into a unique time in the sim where a lot of the top stuff is starting to die out, and pension and all that good stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see like what starts to move up the ladder. I mean, Gunrunner's one who's already made the jump. Wooten Bassett was always ranked pretty good, but he moved way up after last year. Nyquist is another one who I think people sleep on.
He's having a good year, I think.
Yeah, Kingman is another one. Lope de Vega. Oh, here's an interesting one. One of the really interesting ones is Night of Thunder. So, yeah. I mean, we also talked about Not This Time. He may be basically handed the baton. So you never know. It just depends on what happens. Is
I
authentic.
think
Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I'll say I think I'm reading ahead now. Some of the other things they're talking about, and you talking about older sires. I wonder in the new version of the game if we can get a little bit more advanced stat filtering, where we can maybe filter out the older sires to more realistic
Yeah, we have some flags and stuff for that.
5 years, 10 years, and stuff instead of the whole history of the game.
Yeah, well, there's tons of there will be easier ways for us to do that in the future. We just have to get the fucking site working. I was talking to Mike about it actually earlier today, and he's like, "Man, thank God I went on this trip." He's like, "I was killing myself trying to get this damn site done," and I'm like, "I know, dude." It's like almost there. You were able to get some functionality out of it. It's going to be ugly as fuck as soon as it goes up, but at least we'll get functionality and we'll go from there.
I was hoping during my downtime here could get some more
I
stuff
know.
done, but I haven't been able. I haven't been able to. Bad enough working at a computer and getting off.
I don't
and then
blame you.
doing it more at this point right now.
Yeah, it's turned into quite the task. I will say that. Let's see. If you look at the top active game horses, most of them are over 16, many more in the 20 range. Yeah, a lot of them. We're gonna lose a lot over the next couple of years. So we've kind of been ramping up to some of these younger sires to make their way up. It won't be quite. I mean, at least from all accounts right now, it does not appear that it's going to be anything's really jumped out to be as dominant as Tappet was, or you know, Into Mischief, any of those right away. So it actually might be a little bit tighter grouped together in terms of who's on top until some of them start separating themselves. Uh, LBC Cody says, is Authentic getting an upgrade? He's got a couple top contenders in the BC. I think the downgrade last year was too much. He's had 2 good years on the track. So he's been okay. The downgrade happened based on recommendations from people in the business. We just had him way too high. So like when I say we had him high, he was like Snoop Dogg high. So he was way too far up there.
Gin and juice. Hi.
Early Snoop. I don't even know where we have him now. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, so also I want to point out too, right? Like, just because we downgrade something doesn't mean it makes him bad. That's a really like common misnomer in the sim. Like people just like as soon as we say the word downgrade next to a sire, everyone's like, "Oh, that sire's dead, can't touch it." It's like, nah, it doesn't really work that way. Like, Authentic is still rated pretty well. He's actually rated better than a lot of the horses we've talked about tonight. We just had him pegged much better, much like American Pharaoh. We had him pegged much higher than he should have been to get started. That's all. It's a miss by us.
He is dropping a lot though. Authentic. That's what the typing is that they see me going on. Is I'm pulling up. He's up as you're talking about him. He's down to 15,000 start at 75.
Yeah. So again, that's another Jackie's Warriors scenario, right? Where the only difference with Jackie's Warrior is we had him pegged, like, so again, same concept, right? Jackie's Warrior we had pegged correctly. He came in at whatever it was, 50,000 or something like that. He's now down to 15 or 10 or whatever he's at. Maybe even only 25. I don't know. He might even be more than Authentic right now. But we never moved him up or down because we had him right. Authentic, on the other hand, we fucking missed because we were like, oh, this horse should kill it based on the breeding and based on how he is, or based on what we're hearing early on, and it hasn't played out that way. So because of that, we had to bring it back. We had to dial it in. Turned 2 C cards and got Ulysses. I think Ulysses is pretty solid. Is it? Is he? I don't know. What do you guys think? You think Ulysses is pretty solid? I had a decent run around of Ulysses once.
I've never used him.
I don't know why I used him. This was a long time ago. I think I had a stakes place horse out of him. Ulysses, yep, pretty decent. Not bad at all. Fun little horse. Ever consider giving some crazy high rating to a random unpopular sire in the sim and see if people stumble onto it? We kind of do that. Not like a crazy high rating. So with some of the locals, we do that. Some of the local sires are rated much higher because we expect bigger things out of them in the local scene. And we also expect them to kind of perform more at the national level, or perform better at the national level, I should say. So the locals actually get some of that. Not to the extent of like the elites, right? But definitely higher than they probably should be off the rip. Raffle time for a gun runner? No. No gun runners for you, Chips.
Yeah, why don't we do a couple of good ones and I'm going to sign off.
Sounds good. Only because
Pace myself.
Only because Will said so. Let's see. Hold on, let me get this back up here. Wheel. Make sure I got everybody on it. I do not. Let me get people. What are we giving away, Will?
First one I had was Liam's map, since we talked about him earlier.
All right, it could be fun. Liam's map. Who's winning Liam's map? FL Rancho, congratulations. You are the winner of Liam's map. And what else you got for me, Will?
I'm a fan of Nyquist, so let's do that one.
Nyquist, I like it. I'm going to spin it again. This one's for Nyquist. LBC Stables. Ooh, almost hit the jackpot. It was one away. LBC Stables, congratulations. You head now, Will?
Yeah, I'm going to head out.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for joining, dude.
Yeah,
we'll catch you. Go ahead.
For those who don't know why I've had some health issues, so I'm easing myself back into things.
Absolutely.
Over the last, it's been a month tomorrow actually, tomorrow. So, kind of easing my way in.
Hang in there, buddy. We hope you feel better, and we'll be chatting in the text.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't mind talking about it, but I had a heart attack on 9/11, so still recovering back from that. So I've been, even if Mike was ready to work on the game, I've been offline.
Yes.
Until this week really started coming above board.
Will's been out of commission for a little while. Gave us a big scare a month ago. So we're glad you're up and running again, man. And
you and the family and myself as well.
Yeah, it was like one day we get a text in the group chat. He's like, "Hey guys, guess what I just had?" And we were like, "What?" It's like, all right, well, fuck, man. Well, we're glad that you're up and running. We're hoping that you're doing better, and if you need anything, man, just let us know.
Will.
All right, dude.
All right.
We'll get some rest. I'll be talking with you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Let's see. In all seriousness, there's a couple. Sorry, my face just got really big. In all seriousness, there's a couple of Aussie sires that are cheap, such as Cylinder, Hawaii 5.0. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're cheap. I'm sure they're probably overrated in the game too. We tend to rate the Aussie stuff, or not the Aussie stuff, but the overseas stuff much better than it probably should be. Henny Hughes, he's always been an underrated sire. He's an underused sire in the game. He's definitely not underrated. I can tell you that much. Let's see. Practical Joke is a beast. We agree. Any news on new sires in New York for next year? I don't have anything for new sires next year in New York specifically. Not yet, anyway. I usually won't get them until like more towards the end of the year. I mean, if anybody has information, all my ESR people, yeah. Let's see. I hope you keep the old sire operational until the new site is close to the current game to retain the player base. Oh, the old site. Oh yeah, it'll run side by side. For a little while, it's gonna have to. That's why only some people will get access to it right off the bat, and then we'll start to scale it up. But yeah, it's gonna have to run side by side for a while. Also, guys, we don't necessarily just have to talk about sires either. We can also talk about DSs and DDSs and stuff like that. So if you guys have, questions about those, or you think some of them should be upgraded or what have you, that's on the table as well. I probably should have mentioned that at the top of the chat, but hey. Liam, coming in with a good questions tonight. We got DS and DDS. Oh, right on cue. DS and DDS. I've noticed that there are some really cheap DS and DDS lately, mostly recently passed sires like Street Cry, More Than Ready, Scat Daddy. Once these horses go to DS, DDS, are they still rated the same? They 100% are. Are they underused in comparison to big names like Danzig, Dane Hill, Stormcat, Deputy Minister? They 100% are. Been toying with some more scratch breeding, but looking at recent scratch bred stars in the sim, they all seem to have the old school classics. They all have the old school classics because everybody goes to the old school classics. I can tell you that sires like Street Cry, Dane Hill, or I'm sorry, not Dane Hill, Scat Daddy, More Than Ready, any sire who was good in the game as a sire is typically good in the game. Is again typically good in the game as a DS or a DDS. Getting Ulysses with C cards is much better than getting hard spun with A's twice. I guess that's a card complaint, but I disagree. Hard spun's a pretty good little horse. Let's see. Pretty sure Mike has said this in the older streams. They don't change. Yeah, Rabbi's got it right. There is no change with the DS and DDS stuff. So usually, however we rate a sire is how it's rated for the DS and DDS. It's just, unfortunately, I know some sires are better as DSs. It doesn't really translate well, or not translate well. It doesn't really allow us. Well, that's not the right way to put this either. It's very, very time consuming to update thousands of sires in both slots. It basically, anytime we have to make an update, it would be 3 times over or 2 times over. So yeah, we usually just set it to one set rating and it just goes from there. So, good question though. Lindsay Park, try getting Street Boss 4 times, 3 from cards, once from the mystery box. Well, Street Boss is a good sire. He is a quality sire. Blood Horse is wrong. I think he was originally announced for 25K, but was dropped to 15K before the season started. He was 15K and 25 guaranteed. I mean, there's probably an easy way for us to figure this out. Let me see what I got here. Hold on a second. Where is Miss Ann Peters and her page? Ann Peters usually does a good job. Oh, we're talking about Authentic, right? 2025 Authentic was $15,000. 2024 Authentic. Oh, is this 2024? Nope, that's still 2025. I don't know. I'll have to. Kentucky Stud Fee Archives. Yeah, give me the archives. Where's... Oh, I gotta fucking scroll all the way down for it. There we go. Yeah, he was 50,000 in 2024, and I think before that he was 75. So he's taking a dive. Let's see. Yep, and then LBC Cody came in with the post from Spendthrift. So there. Bernardini is killing it as a DS sire. He's actually killing it as a DS in the game too. Arzak will be standing in New York in 2026. Do they have a price on old Arzak? Do they? Probably not. But Arzak is, I'm guessing, by not this time. Is that the right one? Arzak? Yes. That is correct. Oh, fuck. Why is this not working? Alright, well. Yeah, if he's standing in New York, great. We shall see. Not this time by Tabit. Pretty solid. Donnie will be happy. Donnie's always happy. Don't let him fool you in chat. He comes off like a bitter SOB, but he's truly happy. Bernardini's ranked number 4 for stakes winners as a DS per pedigree goddess. Yeah. Again, pretty good. He actually does very well in the game, too. So, 6K? Yeah. I mean, he's got good breeding, so as a local sire, he'll probably start on the higher end for local sires. Your favorite West Coast is moving to Ecuador? I saw that, man. That's funny. Ecuador, or West Coast in Ecuador. He'll probably kill it there. Not for me. I used my last one of him to breed a horse called Big Balls Boss. Well, hey, man. Sometimes it's the user. Not everything's perfect. That's why we play the game, right? But yeah. Also, guys, I know I never announced the Twitch. This was just this was an impromptu thing. I kind of put it up about an hour before I went live, so don't feel bad if you joined late or what have you. This is completely off the cuff. I wasn't really planning on doing this, so. But Mike's out of town, and it would have been about a week, maybe 2. Since before we get to the next stream. So I figured, what the fuck, we'll just throw a sire rating stream in here, see what people think, see what they like, get a lot of people's thoughts and interest. And I haven't even said this once, and I don't know why I haven't said it, but all these thoughts you guys are giving, go to the Wicked Pedigree and enter the information for your horses, or for the sires, excuse me. If you enter the information for the sires, the more we get, the easier it is to kind of hammer down what the rating should be. So, yeah, it works. It helps. Last question. Oh, dude, you can keep asking. You have some good questions, Liam. The worst question is the one that never gets asked. Let's see. When you see a sire BP sire cost on the same minimum, does that give a reflection of where it's rated? For example, Flintshire is currently 180, 181. Does this reflect where he's rated in the big scheme of things, or is this more so a reflection of sim popularity? It is more so a reflection of sim success. That's it. Nothing to do with ratings. Lindsay Park was hoping for a Street Boss giveaway. I'm not sure that he was. Useful resource? Yeah, I got Pedigree Goddess. I actually have it up right now. But I'm doing this and talking and trying to wheel and deal all at once. So yeah, it's tough for me to look at everything all the time. But that was me typing in Arzak and it not actually doing what I wanted it to. So yeah. I don't even know if he's in the game yet. Is he in the game? Oh, that's the right page. Yeah, oh, she did have it. Okay, I just missed it completely, that's all. Let's see if he's in the game. That might be fun to do. Oh, shit. Did I close out of it? I sure did. Alright, well, fuck it. We'll go here. Wiki Pedigree. Arzak. He is in the game. Alright, so all we gotta do is activate him. So, when we go into activate, we go here, Sire Mare Info. We'll do this one live. This will be a fun little exercise on how to do the Wicked Pedigree. You go in here, we'll do first crop born. It's always going to be a year ahead of time of the year that we're starting. So next year is 2026. In the game, we're a year ahead of time. His first crop born will be 2027. Leave the last crop blank, and then we rate him. This is basically the rating aspect of it. Whatever you do here indicates the number that goes into the system that allows us to give the numerical rating to the horse, and then we basically, I forget the word I'm looking for, but we do that. We algorithm it. That's not the word I was looking for. Or we calibrate it. That's what we do. Sorry. Late day. We calibrate it and kind of go from there. So, yeah. Arzak, local sire. If we rated him top 250 or top 500, this would be considered really high. This would probably be more his bread and butter, an occasional open stakes winner and a sporadic grade group winner. I'm just going to throw it in for the fuck of it. And then if we look at Arzak, I'm pretty sure he was a turf horse when I just saw him. I was looking at pedigree query. There he is. Yes, turf horse. I'm doing this very broadly, by the way. This is not usually how broadly I do this, but turf horse. We'll go ahead and we'll say my horse or my progeny is a little better on turf than dirt. Could be much better than much more than that, much less than that. Who knows? We're just taking our best guess right now. We'll go to cost. Actually, we'll go to primary breeding location. Flip this over to New York. Boom. Go to cost. Put that at, nope, not free. 6,000. Boom. And then for the low, we'll say 5 because he did some good running at 5. And then for the high, we'll say 8 because he looks like he won at 8. Yeah. So there you go. And then we save it. Maybe. There it goes. And we call it a day. And that's how you upgrade a sire. Or update a sire, not upgrade. So yeah, that's how that works. Back to the Twitch. Let me find you guys. I lost you guys in all my windows. Let's see. How's jockey feedback coming along? I'll pay credits to run some jockey feedback. I'll tell you what. Oh shit, you can't see that. Hold on a second. Those are all my scripts. Where's my jockey feedback? Fuck, where did I put it? That's not it, is it? That's, no, jockey feedback. Jockey feedback. Fuck me, where did I put this? Script fixes? No. DB Forge update. Oh, there it is. Haha, I gotta get that up. Fuck. I lost my fucking jockey feedback. Is it in jockeys? No. Scouting. Maybe it is V2. I could have swore I had a different version of this. Well, we can fucking fuck around and find out. Let's see what happens. Do I have it up? No, I do not. Yes, I do. Somebody drop a race ID in where you want jockey feedback and we'll talk about it. And also, jockey feedback for the most part conceptually is done. We could probably stand to add some different values into it, stuff like that, some different output stuff that you guys will get back and see, like the jockeys actually say. But we don't really, until we get over to the new website, it's kind of like nothing right now. Like we can't really do anything with it other than run it manually like we are about to try, and we'll see what comes up, and we'll see if this is broken or not. I hope this is the right version, because I thought that I had a version 3. But I don't know. This is going to tell me. Okay, that's just a lost connection. Alright, let's try that again. Ooh, it's running. And it's done. Okay. Let me make sure... Excuse me. I gotta make sure I don't have anything on here that would give anything away. Alright, I don't think I do. Boom. We'll just do this. Alright. I don't know that you guys are really going to be able to see this. Can you guys see that? I'm special? Why am I special? I'm curious. That's funny, though. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm not really giving anything away. But you get to see all the fun stuff that I get to do. This is the jog feedback. Oh, I was in this race. Look at that. I was here. Very talented horse. Missed that extra gear. That's probably not good. All right. So I don't know who we were doing this for. I think we were doing this for LBC. There you are at the back of the pack, LBC. Now I see why you wanted it. Good looking horse, but missing that turn of foot. There you go. Not sure that's what you wanted to read. You can see it, but you can't read it. View, data viewer, object view. Is there a zoom here? Zoomy, right here, maybe? Auto search mode? No. I could do this. Hold on a second. This might make it easier. Hang on. Yoink. Good old Excel. There. Oh, shit. You fucker. Why did you do that? There we go. All right. Booyaka. Fucking stupid rap. Don't rap. All right. Maybe you should rap. All right, much better. Okay, there's that. There's the view where we're gonna zoom to, we'll call it 150. There you go, is that better? Can you see it now? Street Sense. What are we talking about? Street Sense. He's one of my favorites. I love Street Sense. Mike says hello, everybody, and he told me to give away a Frankel and a Foghorn DDS in his name. So we'll do that here after we get through this jockey feedback. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, good. We got all the horses. That is always a good thing. So yeah, good looking horse, but missing that turn of foot. So doesn't tell you much, but tells you enough. So yeah, hope that met the, that probably didn't do much for you, but that's exactly what it's meant to do, is keep you guessing. So I will say this though, if you're looking for feedback out of graded races are probably going to be a little bit tougher to get feedback out of. The only reason why getting feedback on graded races, feedback on graded races is going to be a little bit more obscure. Well, maybe not obscure is probably not the right word, but a little less direct, I guess, is the first pass I did at this, we'll call it testing, or we'll call it audience testing. I did give it to some folks, and some folks were just pissed that I had the audacity to have a jockey say anything bad about their horse, especially a horse that was in a graded race. So we kind of went back and dummied it down a little bit. So now, now graded horses usually have like a higher threshold to get talked about nicer when they're in those types of races. So would I think it's more a condition form type of comment or a talent comment? I can tell you in 2 seconds what it is. I didn't pull that into this pull, but let me find form assessment. That's probably it. Sounds like it might be it. It is the number. Oh no, you dumb fuck. You need to get the reason ID. There you go. That's what it is. No, this is more geared towards talent, not form. So in other words, with this particular jockey feedback, he's basically saying, or she is basically saying that The horse is a good-looking horse, meaning it can probably run, and I'm assuming this is a graded race. But it can probably run, but it is maybe a step below the others in this race. So yeah. Let me go ahead and do the wheel that Mike asked for, because it's his barbecue. Make sure I got everybody. Ooh, yeah. Oh, we got a couple of stragglers making their way in. All right. Remove the dupes. This is for a Foghorn DDS and a Frankel, courtesy of Mike. Hippica! Congratulations, and also my condolences for the Frankel and Foghorn. Oops. Hippica. Hippica. There we go. All right, I can spell again. Nice. Oh, my ears fucking with me. Come on, Fred. What am I giving you? Sorry. Oh, the real feedback, brutality and all. Listen, I had a lot of the feedback was meant to be like tongue in cheek and like kind of passive aggressive, in a lot of ways, and it really, I'm telling you, it really rubbed some people the wrong way. Some people were really getting upset over it. So I was like, okay, well, you know, like we can't have. This is why we can't have nice things. So. Yeah, it really kind of just turned into, do I want to deal with the aggravation of somebody emailing me every 5 seconds being like, why would you say that about my horse kind of deal? Or, you know, everybody just play nice and go home. So no feedback on the grade 1? What was the grade 1? Did I not just give feedback? Was there another race? Did I miss it? I don't even know what kind of race this was, by the way. I didn't. All I took in was the race ID. I didn't pull out the race type or anything like that. I actually don't even know if I'm dragging that into the final poll. I mean, I guess I could find out. Oh, yeah, I probably am. Am I? I do have something called race info. That's probably it. Let's see. RI.race type. Is that in there? It is. Oh, that was a grade 3. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll drag that in next time. I have to get rid of something before I show this again, though, because I can't show you the actual number associated with the form. So that has to go away 100%. Otherwise, Mike will beat my ass. All right, there we go. Ba 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 ba. You deal with jockeys regularly in your job, and your take on their responses bang on. They talk smack 50%. Yeah, you know, I figured they talk shit like anybody else. It's a sport, and that's what people do, man. Like, people are confident and say shit and do stuff, and yeah, I mean, we could make it say whatever the hell we needed to say or whatever the hell we wanted to say. The problem is dealing with the fallout of that, right? You know, if everybody was like cool and had a sense of humor and didn't get, you know, butthurt about certain things, then we'd be okay. But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. So we kind of have to walk on eggshells with stuff like that. No feedback on the grade 1. I meant to look up. Oh, you did send an ID. I'm sorry, Ezra. Well, I didn't see it. Hold on. I'll do that one. Or maybe I saw it and I forgot about it. I don't know. I hit my head a lot these days, so it's very possible that I just forgot. Do I need that piece? No, I don't need that. Rerun it for this race. It's actually pretty efficient, all things considered. For an entire race, ooh, shit. Nope, don't go that far. For an entire race, it only takes about 2 seconds to run. Which less than 2 seconds. Oh, that's why you wanted it, because you won this race. That's Rebel. That's why you wanted it. All right, let me get it into Excel. Shite. Fuck you with this stupid rap shit. I hate that fucking... It auto wraps. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, do I have anything on here? No, I don't. Okay. Here we go. Ta-da! There's your jockey feedback. Can't argue with the result, but I think the horse would be more consistent going longer. Ah, see that? You got a nice little clue. Sounds like some people need to get over themselves about jockey feedback. Yeah, it's you know, it's unfortunate, but it comes up. I mean, if you guys want to see a claimer would probably be a little bit more funny than graded races, because the graded races, like I said before, the way that they're set up right now, if somebody has like a full, I'll put it this way, if somebody has a full claiming race, like with like a good amount of horses in it, say like 10 horses, drop that in there and you'll probably get some more information out of it than you will out of the graded. The problem with jockey feedback on a graded race, and again, it's because I've coded it this way, is it's meant to make people not feel shitty about their horse. So like even when you have a graded horse, it could be a claimer running in a graded race. So, and the game, or now at least, jockey feedback won't tell you that. It'll basically tell you, oh yeah, this horse is kind of nice, you know, you could probably do this with it, or something like that. It might need more work or whatever. But yeah, it would be like the jockey feedback from claimers from allowance races are probably going to be far more useful. It will be useful for horses in graded races that are competitive. But for the ones that aren't competitive, like the ones that kind of suck, it's really not going to be that useful to you. So yeah. See, look at that. Jockey came to the same... These guys must have been riding next to each other the entire time. Same exact output. So you got some that are saying lots of stamina in this one. Extend them out. That's a 10-point horse. And you got Given here. Not a bad performance. A bigger increase in distance may be warranted. We already read S. Remmels. Who else is on here? We got V-Man. Form needs a few minor tweaks. Get there next time. See, saying he's building up. Desperado feels like there's a lot of talent here. Oh, there you go. There's Donnie's horse. An increase in distance is needed. Ace, an increase in distance. Beer Keg, poor form right now. Needs quite a bit of work. That's a perfect Beer Keg horse. Capable horse, but no menace today. Needs some more distance to be competitive. Form is subpar. That's my excuse for today's performance. See, I got a little cheeky there. Dollars to Donuts. This is a good horse. Today was not a good effort. See that? This makes you feel great about it again. So yeah. Let's see. You want a jockey to tell you he doesn't know where to put his legs yet? Maybe let him just gallop some more first on a 2-year-old. I don't really have it keyed up for age specific. It's more or less just like race type and grade type. Actually, let's see what it is. Let's look at the table. The table it's more about how the race unfolded in terms of like structure, what the horse did in the race. And it's based on one of 4 different things: talent, distance, form, and maturity. Although maturity, I'm very hit or miss on right now because I don't know. Yeah, there was a few maturities in here. I don't really know if that's helpful. Well, I guess it is helpful, but yeah. So yeah. This is the horse yell's point system is excluded from BB Juvie because the race was 7 furlongs. Oh, hey, run it at 7 furlongs. I mean, we're not excluding it. If you wanted to get in the race, you could have run it at 7 furlongs, right? Got to remember, the sim is super competitive. So if you want to be in a certain race, you got to run the horse there. Savage Caddy, Jockey Feedback, and Claimers. All right, looks like we got a couple of IDs here. One's from Gurky. Let's see what we got here from Mr. Gurky. All right, there's that. We'll run this all the way down. It'd be nice when I can get this automated so I don't have to scroll 400 lines. Is that it? Yep, that's it. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let me get this over into Excel. Copy with headers. Come on. Delete. Boom. There we are. There's your feedback. Shrek Daddy. That's a great fucking name for stable. Whoever that is. So we got a couple of ones. We got a great win today, but there are some serious questions around the talent. Poor form right now, probably why we missed today. Solid form should be better next out. This horse does not have the endurance for today's distance. Try a little shorter. I believe this horse is supremely talented. Don't let today dictate otherwise. Either this guy is really right or he's really wrong. And I don't know what the claiming price was on this race, but this would be something to kind of pay attention to. Not what we're hoping for. Try shortening up substantially. See, he's given distance clues there, or his assessment of distance, I should say. A little more distance may help our prospects of finding the winner's circle. See, he's telling more distance. Form is substandard. Came up empty today. Basically telling you his form sucks. Find an easier spot. Solid form, just not our race. So basically a pretty broad term to say we suck today. Yeah. We got one more. Tiger actually dropped one in here too, so we'll do that one. No, he won a grade 1 at 7 furlongs, and that's still not enough points for the BB Juvie. How does that make sense? Are you? Oh, you're trying to get him into the mile race, right? Is that what you're trying to do? Will better jockeys give more accurate feedback? Yes and no. I will come back to that in 2 seconds, Crystal. Just give me 2 minutes to run this real quickly, and because I want to get this next one out, and then I will go a little bit further into that question. I want to do T-Dirk's race. But yeah, I would. I'd love to be. I'd love to get to a point where we could make this a little bit more fun. Oh, fucking stupid shit. Where we can make this a little bit more fun in terms of like the feedback that goes out. But yeah. See, I don't know what the claim level was on this, but special ability to close, ran like a graded type should. So she is basically saying that this is potentially a horse that you should be running in a higher level. Great win, but form is proficient at best. So he's saying that the form sucks. It's a good win nonetheless. Wants more distance. Good performance. Needs more distance. Considerable decrease in distance. Not what we were hoping for. Try extending the distance. Man, a lot of distance on this dice roll. I believe the horse will improve with about one more furlong. Gets a little specific there. That was pretty nice of him. No skill. Was in good position but could not get going. So there you go. This is basically saying your horse doesn't belong here. And that's talent. I mean, again, I could certainly give the actual reason. This is just pretty much because I'm doing this on the fly. And then the last one, a little bit shorter, maybe more suitable for this horse. So this guy basically taking a guess at distance. We got a lot of distances on this race. 1 maturity, a distance, and 2 talents. Not bad. All right. So, Tiz Juliet asks, will better jockeys give more accurate feedback? Yes and no, because it's a combination of jockey talent and also jockey experience. The more experienced jockeys are the ones who are likely going to give you the better information. Now, if you have one that's experienced and talented, you get the best of both worlds. But it could work out the other way where you have a super good jockey or super talented jockey, but he's really green and he gives you bad information. And you could have it the other way around where you have a super experienced jockey, but he's kind of shitty, but he gives you good information. I mean, technically speaking, he still give you bad information too, but you get the point. Let's see. That was my argument against stakes points. 7 grade 1 should give enough points to get in a mile race. I mean, can't really help you there. That's not the way the game is built. That won't change anytime soon. So, yeah. I mean, we could put it on the list of things to do, certainly, but it's not going to change anytime soon. I mean, it's easy to say that it should be a lock, but in reality, the only lock races we have are the ones that are associated with the Derby. So it's not easily coded to get lock races, and I know why Mike is kind of delayed doing it, because even the lock races, the way they're set up, they're not really lock races. They just fucking explode with points. But yeah, I mean the problem. I mean we do know that we have some issues with the way that points carry forward and go over time and through different distances and things of that nature. But we also have a very unique problem where we have a lot more competition and qualified horses than real life does. So there's that. So yeah, it's really the balance between a game and real life. And sometimes you got to kind of swallow it a little bit and remember it's just a game. So, yeah. Liam, similar in all areas. I have a 4-year-old mare who has won 2x grade 1 over turf, 10 turf, and might not make it into the FMBB 11F. Really? I find that hard to believe. I mean, I believe you, but I'm just saying, I didn't think we were that competitive at that high of a distance, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I mean, really, the best thing I can tell you is like if you want to get into some of these races, you gotta run at the distances. That's really the best I can tell you. I mean, the way the game is broken up distance-wise, and I mean, or division-wise, this is no secret. Anything less than 8 is a sprint. 8 to 10 is like the classic distance, and then anything beyond 10 or 8 to 10 is considered a route, and then anything beyond 10 is a long. So, yeah, there's no way in real life would a grade 1 hopeful winner get excluded from the BBJV. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but the problem is we're not real life, and we have a crazy influx of really, really good horses. Like, we don't have dominant horses the way that real life does. I mean, oh, fuck me. Well, at least it didn't kick me off a stream. It wasn't idle, you fuck. I was on it. Well, I'm back, in case you wanted to see my face. Thought I got kicked there for a second. I think I'm still live, right? That was just fucking, yeah, it shows I'm still streaming. I'm still connected to the internet. I guess I'm still here. If not, I'm going to talk to myself for a little while. So enjoy. Yeah, and again, I understand that in certain races, like, it wouldn't work out that way. But, again, it's not like if we start tying races together, it gets very complicated. So it's really, really tough to do that. It's tough to do that in a way that makes sense. So yeah. And to be honest with you, like, we have bigger fish to fry right now, so I'm not saying it'll never happen, I'm just saying it can't happen right now. Yeah. So grade 3 winners in over her. Yeah, I mean, it's a division thing, man. That's the best I can tell you. Like I said, if you want to win at that division, or if you want to crack at that division, you gotta kind of win at that division. I mean, we could always expand the divisions out. That might be something we could do. But again, I don't know. Like, I'd have to see how Mike has the points set up too, because that can throw shit off also. So yeah. Smitty, if jockey feedback was totally accurate, then the game would suffer, in my opinion. The randomness would be gone and would be much more competitive. Oh yeah, jockey feedback is not 100%. So there's a couple of things that are going to go into jockeys in the new game. I can't really get into too much on it because, to be honest, while we do have some of the base logic built in it, we don't have like a fully fleshed out idea yet. But it's really going to boil down to like how much you trust what these jockeys are telling you. So if you trust them, great. You trust what they're saying, great. If you're loyal to them and they're loyal to you, kind of deal, and it works out, then you never know. But yeah, jockey feedback is never going to be 100% accurate. I'm still here. All right, cool. Liam, I think it's just tinkering with grade 1 wins. Totally get it's very complex. My mare ranked lower than a one-time grade 3 turf winner. Yeah, I mean, I understand, man. I do. I wish there was a better way to do it. Maybe on the new website, and I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. But maybe on the new website, the big races, like, the ones that are worth, let's say, $1 million or more, maybe they're invite only. Where you get sent a certain password through the game for a specific horse, and it lets you log in, or it lets you enter that specific horse. So you almost have to qualify for it, as opposed to just anybody being able to willy-nilly enter. I don't know. I really don't know what the good solution is. I mean, again, messing with the divisions is always one thing, but then, there's always going to be a level of overlap someplace. Because, what happens if now we go, all right, it's 8 to 12, and then 12 to 16. Well, my 12 furlong horse didn't get to run in the 16 furlong race, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, no matter where you set the lines. Is there a reason BB races don't run 16 to 20 horses? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, they could. That's actually a really easy update. We could update it to 20 horses. I could ask Mike about that. I could actually do that before the end of this. Like, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it live. We're doing it live! In case you got that one. Oh, shit. The hell is this? Ah, that's what that was. I thought Mike just made reservations for me to go someplace. Right. Hold on a second. Breeders' Cup races. Are you against... We'll put Mike on the spot right now. Upping the entries max to 20. Let's see what he says. We'll put Mike on the spot, and then when he gets back and we do the next stream, you guys can yell at him if he says no. But yeah, I don't have an issue with it. I think that's a pretty good solution, or it could be anyway. I mean, the only reason I can think of is like, it's just not. I don't think they all actually have 20 entries. Maybe they do, and I'm wrong on that, and I'm just completely misremembering how many entries get in on the Breeders' Cup. But yeah, I mean, again, not a tough fix if we were to do it. Without knowing exactly how it would work, but I think a grade 1 win in a bordering bracket needs to be worth more than a grade 3 win in that actual bracket. Maybe just revisiting the points. Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate the feedback. Mike says he's good with it. More entries, more happiness. So, let's see. I read your response live. Don't kill me. All right. Well, there you go. I'll open them up either tonight or tomorrow. I mean, technically, I could do it right now, but I don't want to fuck it up. To be completely honest, I've been stuck in the schedule for the last 3 days, and I've managed to fuck it up 2 or 3 times now, to where I've had to redo it. So I don't want to fuck the real schedule up. So yeah. Sprint races in Del Mar can't accommodate more than 10, I think. Yeah, I know. There has been, I know all the races at the Breeders' Cup don't do 20 entries. I don't actually know. I think they're all limited to 14, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, again, man, this is the difference between real life and the game. What's more fun? Is it more fun to? I mean, as far as like sires and stuff are concerned, we try to mimic that as much as we can in real life. But ultimately, the decision comes down to you guys and like how you play the game, and that's what the output of the sires is. But yeah, in terms of like racing, I mean, we have so many fictional races that we added. We actually don't even fill out graded races anymore. So yeah, if you ever want to take a shot at a graded, just look right before entries. There's a good chance you could probably get a horse in. Every track is different based on field, dimension of the track, how wide it is. Yeah, I mean, not all tracks are built the same, so yeah, we'll pop it open or I'll pop it open here and hopefully it'll it'll update, and then I have to update my new table for the 26 schedule. Ship hard from the 20-hole kid and clear before the first turn. That 5 furlong race is going to look a lot like a Twitch race. You going to the Breeders' Ball? Hey, see that? Ask and you shall receive. We're not entirely assholes. I mean, we are assholes, but we're not all bad. Just hope nobody out enters you that way. If that's the case, then then we're really fucked. But yeah, so that's it. That's you guys are starting to die down a little bit. I think we're coming to the end. I know I've been live for about 2 hours. Hope you guys. That would suck, but we'll see. Yeah. I guess we will. BTB pay just went up. That's right. They usually go up. They actually haven't asked for credits in a long time. I wonder if I just inundated them with credits and that's why they haven't asked. But yeah. We'll be good to go. Mike is excited about the big fields on Breeders' Cup Day. Spin the wheel. You're still a maiden on the new wheel. I guess we got to pop Ivan's cherry. Let's see what we can do here. Hold on. Gotta help Ivan out. Pop the old cherry. All right, here we go. Remove the duplicates, sort it, randomize it, do all kinds of stupid shit, and then spin it. We're doing this for Ivan, and I don't have a prize. Oh, Will is the winner. Sledge 4. No bonus jackpot. Sledge 4. So Will be happy to know he won something. I don't know what he won. What is this up on my screen right? Oh, that's not a horse in the game yet. I can't use that. What should we surprise Will with, everybody? What do we think Mr. Will deserves? I lost Twitch. There it is. We got spin till Ivan wins. Mike actually created a couple of new games for for instead of just doing the spin wheel. He vibe coded a couple of new games, so we have to. I have to get him to send them to me. I didn't want to debut him tonight without him though. So one of them is gonna be pretty cool. Will gets a heart's cry. We'll do a heart's cry for Will. That's a zinger, LBC. He'll get a kick out of it though. I hope. He seems to have a pretty good sense of humor. Top of the line, Bo Liam. Man, you're hooked on that Bo. You know what, CV Bear? I respect the game, so you're gonna get a Bo Liam. I don't even know what he goes for. But I respect the push, sir, so you get a Bo Liam. Internet was out, just got on. Well, welcome, sir. You have come to the end of the stream. Epicenter, there's one that we haven't given away. Ivan's slick though. Ivan hasn't won on the wheel yet, but Ivan's been kicking ass in the contests and the nightly racing. So Ivan gets his fair share. Thunderstorm here in Vegas? Yeah, we're supposed to get storms tomorrow in North Carolina. I was kind of hoping they came before my son's soccer game because that is, yeah, that's fun. It's like herding cats. So when we do auctions again, you won those a lot? I listen, you guys said you didn't like the silent auctions. Well, you can do the silent auctions. Those are easy to pull off. I just got to breed the horses ahead of time and then put them up in the auction or put them up on a spreadsheet and let you guys bid on them. Got them for 25 BPs this week. That's what's up, man. You'll get a free one you'll get a free one tomorrow. They didn't like silent auctions. You love them. I thought they were pretty cool, but not everybody, agrees. So that's fine. Everybody's welcome to their opinion. But I can't just put silent auctions up for you, SREM. I'd have to put them up for everybody. So well, But yeah, any last minute sire questions besides can I have one? Before I head out for the evening. I'm pretty. Oh, you're a sweet man. You are a sweet man. There you go. Liam's going to set up some hot races for everybody. Send me the bill, Liam. I'll take care of it, buddy. See that? It's on the house. You've had one too many or not enough. Thoughts on Drain the Clock? That's an interesting one. I haven't heard that name in a while. Drain the Clock. This probably isn't going to help me at all. I don't have a lot of information on Drain the Clock. At least not off the rip, anyway. Where the hell is Drain the Clock? Okay. Where? He's in Kentucky, right? Or he hasn't gone to stud yet. Or has he? Oh, he did go to stud. Why the fuck can't I find him? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. I know the answer. Oh, there he is. I'm an idiot. Alright, you guys are going crazy now. Named a horse Frank on Twitch. I like it. It's better than the horse I looked at the other day. Someone named Asshole Frank. or something like that. Or I hate Frank. That was that. That was the name of the horse. It wasn't Frankel though, so it could have been directed at him. I thought, yeah, I think Drain the Clock. I don't think he's in the U.S. anymore. He doesn't have runners till 26. I know he's relatively new. I did know that. I just... This is going to bother me now. Where the fuck did I put that? Alright, let me see if I can find this now. Because now it's going to bug the shit out of me. Come on. Show the damn list. It's the one thing that sucks about one of these sites that I use. It doesn't look at UAE horses for some reason. I don't know if they just don't get the data feed for it or what, but yeah, that one sucks. I don't know. I got to do some more research on him. I know he did have like a 10K stud fee, so he wouldn't have come in very high to begin with. I mean, McLean's Music by Arch is like kind of, I mean, it's kind of a moderate breeding, I would say. So I'd be willing to bet you he didn't come in very high if he did. Let me see here. Sire ratings, Drain the Clock. Yeah, we didn't think very highly of him. Again, not to say that he's bad, but because he's not bad. He's probably better than 99, or that's too high. He's probably better than 80% of the sires in the game. But in terms of like if you compare him to like where some of the more mainstream sires are, he's not even close. Doesn't mean don't use him. Just means use them with good back end and you can get a good horse. Let's see. He's still in Gainesway? Is he? Okay. Then I don't know why I can't find him. I think Frank Stinks is going to Stakes this weekend. You claimed him, not your naming. It's all right. Listen, I've made my enemies in this game. Well, I shouldn't say enemies. I should say there's people in this game that don't particularly like me, but that's fine. I'm not for everyone. I understand that. Doesn't bother me a bit. That's why you see names like that stick around. Oh, man. I actually laugh about it. It's actually pretty funny to me. Yeah, shit, he is still there. Okay. Good call there, Crystal. But yeah, I can tell you, I mean, I can give you thoughts on him in terms of how he's set up. He's actually set up to be a little bit more sprinty. But, yeah. It's more sprinty, not rated particularly well, and is dirt leaning. So there you go. Oh, it's okay. I appreciate it. I'm cool. Like I said, none of that shit ever really bothers me. You're interested in his fee. You've been hearing chatter about him, so who knows? Yeah, well, I mean, they haven't announced it yet, or at least I don't see where it's been announced. The only thing I've seen is what Crystal just posted, which is his 10K stud fee. So, do you have any insight on how Smarty Jones' rankings changed over time? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Shit. Let me see how to figure this out. Smarty Jones. Anybody know offhand when he came into the game? See. Well, I can tell you he's not very high right now. He was higher the year before. When was his first year breeding? Anybody know? It looks like he stayed the same roughly most throughout the 20s until I got involved. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Smarty Jones. Oh, you idiot. I'm looking at the wrong fucking number. Oh, no, he hasn't changed. I didn't change him. Let's see. Let's go 16. Oh. 15? 12? It's probably about as far back as I can go. Yep, 12 doesn't exist. 13 is as far back as I can go. Nope, 13 is not as far back as I can go. 14 is as far back as I can go. Would help if I was actually looking at my listed tables. So, Mike was not high on Smarty Jones. When, at least not based off of this. I don't know when he came into the game. I just don't know offhand when he came into the game. I'm sure I could figure it out really quick, but I'm not really good at remembering when 20-year-old horses went to stud. Where is it? Races, sire extract. No, that's not the right database. Let's try this one. Sire ratings. Old. That might be it. I bet that I can't even. I bet this is not going to join. Oh, it did. Yeah. Okay. It's. Yeah, so I don't know when he came into the game. You're at the Belmont 2004 Deaf Silence when Birdstone beat him. The yearlings are averaging 71K on the 10K step fee, so that's pretty good for drain the clock. Yeah. Your interest. Sorry, I'm trying to find Smarty Jones. Where was the Smarty Jones conversation at? I lost it. Oh, there it is. He started in 2005. Yeah, so I can't see where Mike had him when he first came in. But I can tell you by 2014 he wasn't rated very well. He's kind of rated like a local sire at that point. Yeah. Let's see. Muth. How did Muth come in? 2025. Muth. Muth came in pretty good, all things considered. Yeah. He's for a freshman sire, he came in pretty solid. So he's kind of like one of those where we don't really know if we're getting something amazing or something that's going to not live up to the hype. So, yeah. I was at Arlington watching, same thing for the most part, but I was sitting next to a guy who won a shit ton of money on Birdstone. Nice. Very nice. 2005. Got it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can see Mike's old stuff, his super old stuff. I think that is tucked away or just on a hard drive someplace. I only have 2014 and up from what I can tell. There's a... Oh, shit. No, that's not it. Yeah. Yep, so there's some things I can't see, but, you know, if you have a more recent sire, I can look at that. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, done with that. There we go. Lewis Michael. I'm assuming now you're making me turn off the old... Well, first of all, somebody tell me what Lewis Michael's going for right now. That's Muth. Don't want Muth. I want Lewis Michael. Louis Michael. Yikes. It's probably the best thing I can say about that. Is yikes for Lewis Michael. Full brother to your all-time favorite horse. Oh. Yeah, sorry, he's not the one. If he's low in credits and whatever, I would, spend, but Raging Bull. Raging Bull. Kinda. It's probably not going to go over well, but kind of Smarty Jones-esque for a Raging Bull. But yeah, definitely some value there. But anyways, I think I am about done, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and head out. You guys will get your cards. As long as you fill out the attendance, you'll get your cards tomorrow, probably. Yeah. You get your cards tomorrow. If you want a sire share, you'll get that tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll call it a day. But that's pretty much going to do it for me. $2,500, I think, but he often goes for cheap. And I've gotten some okay horses for cheap. But he's an LA sire. That goes, I got you. In other words, a bust. Oh, no problem. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I hope if you guys, want more of these, we can always do them. They'll probably be a little bit more fun with Mike and Will. Mike's always got some good opinions on some of these horses. So, hopefully I can get the notes out of if Zoom cooperated, hopefully I can get the transcript out of it. And just post the transcript in some place in the forum. I could try to post it to YouTube. The problem is that I lost the YouTube password and I can't figure out how to get back in because I don't have the password to the email address that it's hooked to. So, yeah. It's a pain in the ass to go through YouTube and get anything done. Technical support-wise. But anyways, y'all have a good night. Thanks again for joining. Hope everybody had a good time, got some information, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.